Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream here with Oxygen Not Included. We're back in the Phlegm-Coated Pit, which was, of course, the name of our colony from the last stream. And we're going to continue playing with this colony. However, there was a pretty exciting announcement today in that the beta branch for the next update for Oxygen Not Included is live today. So I'm actually in the beta branch now, playing with the old colony, and we'll get a chance to take a look at all the cool new stuff that's out in the new update. Now, this will come out live, of course, in like, I think it's 2 weeks today or something to that effect. It'll be live in the normal component of the game, but right now it's available in the beta branch if you happen to play Oxygen Not Included and want to go check it out. But yeah, it looks really cool. So this is the ranching upgrade, and it gives us the ability to take care of our little pets and stuff a little bit more. So we can gather up our little critters that we find in the game, and we can, groom them and feed them, and we can get them to like lay eggs and hatch more of them and stuff. So it looks really cool. They made a few other changes to the game as well that we'll take a look at. But so far, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. The Clay team actually had a stream on it tonight, kind of showing off the game a little bit. I missed a large part of the stream, unfortunately, because I had to be out of the house for a bit. But what I did see looked pretty cool. So if we take a look in here, we'll take a look at the research, so you can get a sense of what the new stuff is that's in here. But welcome also everyone who's here in the chat. As always, a bunch of you who were here early chatting, which is always fantastic. If you're watching this on the channel after the fact as well, welcome. But this is the new little bit of research in here. There's not a lot of new research items, but they did make some interesting things. So here's the ranching section, and they added 3 new items in here. So we have critter drop-off. Releases trapped critters back into the wild. So if you have a critter that you've captured and you have it in your little farm space or your ranch or whatever, you can actually set it back out in the wild. A critter feeder, which is supposed to automatically feed the critters, but someone was saying just before the stream that the feeder might be broken. It's not currently working right now automatically. There's a grooming station which looks super cute because they can take like the critter and put it on the table and they clean it and stuff. It's really funny. And then of course there's a new room type called the stable. That's a new room section in there. They made a couple of other changes also. So down here in the advanced research now, they've moved the jobs board into the advanced research. So you have to research this before you can place a jobs board to give your duplicants their little jobs and stuff. So that's different. And then I think other than that, most of the rest of the research tree seems to be largely the same. They might have grouped some things differently now. They actually have like the little ration box and stuff in basic farming. I think you had the ability before to build algae terrariums before researching basic farming. I can't remember. My memory is sometimes a bit like a goldfish. So, but very cool. I think it's really neat that you can actually start to gather up the little critters now. I've kind of always wanted to do that, and it wasn't something you could do before. So now they have like these traps where you can trap them, but then you can also use a skill to wrangle them. And I haven't seen it done yet because I missed most of the stream that Clay was having. I'm not sure if they did it on stream or not. But it seems like a really cool little feature that you can do that. If we take a look in priorities, this is also really different, you'll see. So they've actually given the ability to give different duplicants different priorities on the different jobs, which is really cool. So Durgan, for example, is really big on art, so we can set Durgan to high priority on art. So they'll prioritize doing art tasks over all the other different types of tasks, and you can set like 2 different levels of priority, and then you can also set people not to do things. So if we look at well, here's the ranching over here, but here's research. Let's say, for example, we don't want this duplicant to do research. So this part of it's still the same, where you, like in terms of like being able to turn it off. But now we can actually turn it up and make it a priority for those particular duplicates that we want to focus on it, which is kind of neat. Now we can get that place where it's no longer just all or nothing. You can give them a little bit of additional priority or a lot of additional priority for a particular job, and they'll do that in a different order than what they might have otherwise, which is kind of cool. Because normally it goes left to right, but if you set something higher, and I think you can kind of override that, which is really neat. So that's totally different, which is pretty cool. Farming boxes are first level farming research, yeah. And then there was one other thing that I noticed that was really different in here. Oh, yeah, right. If we go into jobs, actually. So now, in addition to farming, so we have the farm hand here, but then it goes down into this ranch job. So now we can be a rancher or a seasoned rancher, and that gives us the ability to do stuff. So becoming a rancher improves the duplicate's ability to care for domestic critters. Additional job training, they get the trait Critter Wrangler, and the trait that lets them use the Grooming Station, which is pretty cool. Qualifications, capable of performing ranch jobs, mastery of the farmhand job. So, really neat. Kind of looking forward to playing around with this a little bit and seeing what's different. Now, this is in the beta branch, so there are probably going to be some bugs with it. Don't expect it all to go super smoothly. And we're still using the colony that we started last time because we really didn't get that far. I see they still haven't added an occupation for pool lifeguard, which I feel like could have been super handy for us last time. You know, I feel like that might have kept us out of a little bit of trouble. But nevertheless, I love when they add new stuff to this game. I'm always so excited to try it out. So what do we want to tackle today? I mean, there's a few things here. I want to try and get in and see if we can try out some of that the new rancher type of stuff. But we can also do with building a bit of a power supply system. We're still running on a treadmill. We have a little battery. We're starting to get a few things on the power grid that are starting to draw a little bit more than we can handle, and it's sort of interrupting our growth of the bristle blossom down here, as you can see. Every time it gets dark, these things stop growing, which is really not ideal. So we should get a power grid going. I think maybe I'll probably put it up top here, and then try to do a little bit of storage in the batteries. We have access to... Oh, what is going on here? Colony lacks tenured scientists. So now it looks like to access anything with a chlorine geyser now, you need a tenured scientist. That was not the same before, and I think they might have even changed the color of that geyser. Tenured scientist. We need the same thing to access the steam geyser now. Well, what is it we put on the steam geyser that requires a tenured scientist, I wonder? That'll be interesting. I mean, ordinarily, we just dig into a spot and away we go, but I have no idea what you do directly with the steam geyser now, unless there's a piece of equipment they've added to the game that lets you stick it directly on the geysers. I don't know. What type of geysers have we found? So far, there's just the two of them in this colony. We have a chlorine geyser up top here, and then we have the steam geyser down below, both of which can come in really handy. The chlorine geyser will be good when we want to do some ore scrubbing as we get out into the swamp biome to go after mushrooms and things. And then, of course, the steam geyser is good for a stream of water that we don't have to worry about running out of. You're late for very important oxygen not included. Welcome, Andrew Crane. Steam turbine? I mean, maybe they lowered the conditions on the steam turbine. It used to require steam that was hotter than this. I don't think so, though. I think it's still you have to have a room, and you build up steam pressure underneath, and as it passes the turbine, you get power out of it. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I think I'm going to put my power grid way up top here this time. I have this little pocket of water here that's going to get in the way, though. I need to manage temperatures, though. So if we take a look at our temperatures in here, everything's still fairly temperate right now, which is good. We want, in particular, we want our gardens down here to stay, you know, super kosher. We want the temperature down here to be really nice. And so far, it's good. We've got some warmer machinery up top. If we put power production up here, it's going to start to get pretty hot, which means we'll want some sort of mechanism to cool it. And then we could do recirculated cooling with the water, which would help. But we'll have to see. I think maybe I'll put the up here. We'll do brain's not working. We'll do some coal power generators up top here, and that'll work for a little bit. And then I can run a power grid that goes across and down. We'll try to split off a couple branches of it. And normally, you know, maybe I'll just go down with the power grid and then across. I don't know. I feel like this little starting area is smaller than it used to be. Check the dog. It might show the new machine. Oh, yeah, that might be, actually, yeah. So let's check. If we take a look at the jobs, we'll see if it has any reference to it. All right, so it was tenured scientist, I think it was. Trait supercomputer researching, trait geographical feature analysis. Oh, so that's what it is. They could do a geographical feature analysis. And I have no idea what that's good for. This is going to take a little experimenting. I mean, you don't normally get detailed notes when these come out about how to do exactly everything when it's just in the beta branch. So we might have to kind of figure out what the deal is there. Trait supercomputer researching. Can these guys do supercomputers? Tell me they can. Yeah, okay, so they can still do supercomputer research, even though I haven't got them leveled up. No, we have to be a little bit careful because as we bring them up in levels in the occupation, they're going to require better food and better decor. And things are... I mean, the decor's not bad in here. It could be a little bit better, but it's not bad. Okay. Let's get the power underway, because I'm tired of this light turning off. I really need a consistent food supply. Oh, actually, we have 0 kilocalories, so we desperately need a good food supply. Let's go into priorities. Let's maybe muck around with the chef business here. So we've got, that's digging. Where's cooking? Skill 4 for Pancake King as our fancy chef. Oh, no, it's not. I don't want to do that. All right, we'll set high priority for Pancake King to do cooking over other tasks. So hopefully they'll fix that. Ooh, starvation. Come on, let's not get dead duplicates right away. We had 3 at the start of the stream before. Starting to make me look like a chump over here. New guys are up at different times and go dormant. The analysis can give you that information. Oh, neat. I wonder how you make them analyze it, though. The level of detail they're getting in this game is actually getting to be pretty complex. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and put. I'm gonna try to put power production up top here. All right, so over here, let's build. I'm gonna build a little room in here that they can do the power production in. Now it's gonna get pretty toasty in here. We could use a manual airlock on here. Oh, you know what? Let's not do a manual airlock. We should probably do a CO2 lock here. I think they could jump down through little corners like that, if I remember correctly. We'll just go like this. That'll be our little lock there. It'll trap CO2 in here, and then hopefully the CO2 won't come out. And then we'll just get a little pathway into there. Dig out some stuff. Stuff's all gonna get dug out in here. So this will be... Oh, no. I don't have people that can dig that? Seriously? Gotta work on my jobs. The cook station isn't getting enough power. Well, there's a few things that aren't getting enough power, to be honest with you. So we only have the one little treadmill right now. And it's not enough to produce power for the lights and stuff down here. So we've got a couple of problems. Let's take a look at our power grid. I mean, in the interim, we might be able to put another treadmill on here. Well, we set up our other power. So maybe we'll get somebody... Yeah, we'll get them running up here, I guess. Connect that to the grid. That'll give us a little bit of additional power. Try and keep the little bit better consistency on the lights and the food production right now. It's running 0 kilocalories. 2 people are starving. You know what? I'm still trying to make lice loaf out of this, so I should actually switch to mush bars. That's probably the problem right there. I hate that I'm going to be making mush bars because it's not good for them health-wise, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Still waiting for them to add pitch blende and fluorine gas into the game. All right. Actually, they're taking the water here for the research. I'm not really thrilled about that. I kind of wanted this to be just for the kitchen. All right, so let's get into some of the research so we can try to unlock some of this ranching stuff. It's obviously not our top priority right now, but yeah, with the new update, I kind of want to go check it out. It's going to take a little bit for them to get all this dug out so we can actually build our little room up there. I think uranium and radiation could be cool additions. Oh, that would be neat. Dig for muckroot. Yeah, we could do that too. Over here... Got some little cracks in the ground here. We might find some muckroot. Same thing here. There, possibly, but I don't want to let that water loose yet. Actually, whatever. What do I care? It's not trapped for any reason. I think we just had a leak before when we had the people that were trapped up there, and this is where some of the water settled. You can prioritize them digging up muckroot at the bottom of the base. A small bit of food. Yeah. Well, yeah, actually down here, too, there's some buried muckroot. So... Oh, they've changed it from priority to urgency, too. So now, this is no longer priority 5, it's urgency 7. So a small little tweak, just in terms of naming. Oh, and there's this new wrangle ability down here, too. Drag to capture live critters. So when you have duplicants that have the rancher trait, they can try to wrangle the critters instead of, like, capturing them in the plastic traps, which is neat. I think, actually, I need a ladder down here or they can't reach. Maybe that's why they didn't go after the muckroot down here, was because they just couldn't reach it. There's another one here. So we'll get some little bits of food at least. I have a feeling some people are getting pretty hungry, though. 500 kilocalories. Durgan! No! Don't die, Durgan! I can't really control what Durgan does so much, but the ladder won't reach the bottom. It only has to go like one square up. It's fine. It doesn't have to go right to the very bottom. Although, mind you, there is a stream delay, so you might have only, you might have. I said that like, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds ago, so maybe you haven't seen that yet. A little heavy breathing going on here. What's the air like? Actually, air's not bad. They're just hanging out in the CO2 down here, which is not so great for them. Next update should be the Predator update. It's a blind update. Not everyone rushes to figure out what the new monsters are. Yeah, no kidding, eh? More and more nervous as nothing happens. Dev laugh. It's April 1st. Ha! That'd be ideal, Nelly. So this is actually a two-part update. This is the Rancher Upgrade Mark 1, and there's going to be a second part as well. Now, they didn't really get into a lot of detail about what's going to be in that second component of it. And they haven't said anything about any new critters yet either. They did say that it does add some extra effort in terms of art assets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have this room just a little bit too tall. They won't be able to build the roof in here. Actually, it doesn't even matter if they build the roof in here. We don't need no stinking roof. Just use the dirt. Am I trying to kill you? I'm not trying to kill you. You're my artist. You gotta like do like fancy stuff in here. Make my duplicants happy with their living environment. Oh man, I don't even have this on high speed. What was I doing? Slacking. So we can take bets on the next dupe death? Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. It could be starvation, suffocation, drowning. Are they allowed to eat meal ice? They are at the moment, yeah. I had them turning it into... actually, let me just take a look. Consumables. No, actually, I have meal ice turned off for them. But that's okay, because we don't really have any. We have some mush bars, and that's like it. You want a car update? Everything needs more cars. That'd be funny if they had a little car. You could put it on one side of the base, and they could drive it just to the other. Pretty limited usefulness, but... Durgan, you didn't eat. There was food. Why wouldn't you eat? What did we have in storage? I'm sure it was muck bars we had in storage, not meal ice. Hold on. Hold on. Edible. Somebody even mentioned that, but for some reason, I thought it was muck bars we had. Durgan, you died because I forgot to check a box. No! I'm so incompetent. It's hard sometimes when you don't play the game for like a week and a half. I forget what I've done. Oh. So, we have meal ice. I guess I could have been making more lice loaf. I thought we were completely out. Oh, they just went and ate all the meal ice now because I told them they could. Dun dun dun. Rest in peace, Durgan. Rest in peace. Rest have to pay respects. Yeah, that was really fast, Writer Chick. Man, I feel like I've been doing a really good job of killing off duplicates in my colonies lately. I'm gonna like, sharpen up a little bit or something. I don't know. My gosh. Let's set all this priority 6. Try to get this built sooner rather than later. Oh, I'm a horrible, horrible taskmaster. My duplicants just die so readily. Fallen Order still 9, true warrior. That's right. Yeah, there will be another CMS stream soon. I was hoping to have one this week, but my week got a little disrupted with a work project, and I didn't end up streaming nearly as much as I normally would. Sings funeral music. Get out the bagpipes. Oh, that is what they need. They really need duplicates with bagpipes. That would be awesome. So instead of just having like the massage table to release stress, they could have like a musical instrument and make it like the bagpipes. You notice that meal ice farms need to be about twice as big as we used to build. Yeah, so yeah, definitely you need a lot more meal ice. I mean, I only had 7 duplicants, but it doesn't help that the lighting's been inconsistent for our Bristle Blossom farm, so it's growing slower than it would otherwise. Hey, Jinx. That was so bad. Play Fortnite. I'll probably be playing Fortnite tomorrow night. Usual Friday night stream for Fortnite, I think. I'm just... This is just going to turn into epic fails. How was it that we... Okay, so they ate through 5,000 calories of food. And they still don't have enough. Like, all right. You know what? Set this on bush bars. Just cook continuously. That's, you know, I'm gonna start spazzing out. I'm just doing really awful with all of my colonies lately. I used to be able to just soar through without any issues, and lately I've just been letting people starve to death. They're drowning. You know what? Let's make sure we have an ample supply of tombstones. Just the way this colony's going, we might need a few more. Oh my gosh. Epic fails. That was one of my researchers too, I think. Let's get internal combustion research because I'm going to need that. We have the research ready now for the ranching. So, I mean, that's a plus. As long as we didn't just kill the rancher, then I'd say things are looking up-ish. Should probably make a new world anyway for the new geysers. I probably should, yeah, but since I'd only just started this one last week, I thought it would be kind of... Thought people might get upset with me. I went and started a brand new colony. Because, I mean, honestly, we didn't really get all that far. We just sort of just started getting stuff set up, and then I was quickly killing people off, because, you know, sometimes you need to, or something. Couldn't imagine we killed you too. Yeah, sorry, Summer. I heard about your plans for revenge, so we just had to finish you. That's the way it was. Hey, the One Master, welcome to the stream. I'm about to murder another colony. No, we're not really that close, but I'm just doing a really good job of offing the duplicants. Getting to them one at a time. We're trying to play Murder, She Wrote. That's what it is. And so you gotta gradually kill them off. They can't all die at the same time. Low entertainment, creepy clown. Oh, that would be funny if the bagpipe stressed everybody else out except the duplicant that was playing them. That would be amazing. These guys are taking their time. They're not going after the stuff I prioritized up here. That's funny. Half the plants have party 9 and then half party 5. I wonder when I did that. Killing me. They didn't even use this thing. I put another manual generator on the line. They just haven't touched it. Matrix keeps rebooting. Yeah. 5 down, 5 to go. Something like that. Oh my gosh. I should probably turn this back on. We're gonna need more duplicants, but I need to get my food supply stabilized. They're still not gaining in calories. I mean, they're doing okay now. So they're all over 2,000 calories. They burn 1,000 kilocalories per day. So we have 2 days worth without them eating anything before they would start to die off on me here, which is okay, I guess. But we really do need to get ahead on that. Murder on the Cryptic Express. That's right. Okay, where's you know what? Let's jump this ahead a little bit, and we'll try and get. No, our farmhand's not high enough yet. Kat's the farmhand. I want to get her up to into the rancher position because I want to try and capture a little hatch and see what that looks like. And we're gonna need to build a little hatchery for them too. So maybe we can get that done in advance. We'll build it like right over here. That'd be pretty sweet. Eugene Dennison, thanks for the stream. Is that 40 rubles? RUB, is that rubles? I'm not even sure. I think it might be. But thanks so much for the super chat and for the support. That's amazing. Someone died on stream today? No, we didn't have a person die on stream today. We had 2 duplicants die on the stream already. Durgan and Summer both bit the bullet. They both starved to death. Because I just haven't been paying enough attention to the food supply, apparently. They even leave the food on the ground longer, it seems. Oh, man. Confused with the meal ice. It says 0 kilocalories, but it looks like the meal ice is ready for harvest. Yeah, it won't count it until it's actually harvested. Which is kind of a little funny. And they're just running around completely ignoring it. Like, it's... Enable harvest. Set it a priority 6. I don't know. I think the issue is just entombed. I haven't had a duplicate get their head caught in a block in this colony or the last colony, and we finally did it. Good job, Cat. All right, let's come on. Let's deconstruct priority 9, this block right here, so we can get Cat's head out of the block. Somebody go rescue cat, please. That's the worst way to go with your head stuck in a block. I mean, come on. We're just going to go for the gusto and get everybody killed in all kinds of strange ways. This is, you know what it is? Last colony, or last time we streamed, some of the duplicants didn't die. This is like a Final Destination kind of thing. They didn't die in the pool of water the way they were supposed to with the other 3. So now it's coming back around, and it's coming up with all kinds of ways to make sure the duplicants are dead. And we still have a body on the ground here. Somebody get rid of Summer's body. That's so nasty. Can I sweep it? Can I mop it? I don't remember. Maybe we just have to set this for priority. These for priority 9. Clean up the bodies right away. Yeah, that's what it is. You set the tombstones to priority 9, and they'll go pick up the dead. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Suffocation versus drowning. Yeah. Growth halted. Fertilization. There's just too much to do in here. I think I need more duplicants. I don't have the food for it, though. That's kind of a bit of a challenge. We need a little bit more food production, otherwise we're not going to be able to get ahead of the curve. It'd be hilarious if the water was under pressure and they drowned anyways. Yeah. All right, they're finally harvesting down here, which is good. Get rid of some of that meal ice. For right now, I'm just going to let them eat the meal ice because I need them to play catch-up a little bit. We can do a combination of mush bars and meal ice. At least things aren't germy in the colony. That's something. You taste like Taco Bell. I don't even want to. There's too many jokes that we made about that. Five duplicants. We didn't even get rid of the snoring duplicant. Who is this? Pancake King. All right. Oh, I didn't notice they take their hats off when they go to bed at night. That's really cool. I need more research, but I also kind of don't want to. No, actually, this has to be finished. Did the only research I have die? That might be. Hold on. Priorities. Here we go. Where's our research? No, we still have somebody on research. We have amethysts. So they should be able to finish up the research. It's just going to go a little bit more slowly because we only have one person. Cut the power of the blossoms and make more mealwood boxes. Yeah, maybe what I don't even need to cut the power to it. I can probably just you know what, I'll set some up over here. Oh, look, there's a little oxalite there. Okay, we can set a new floor in here. I'm gonna cancel this dig up there. I don't want to dig up the oxalite. And then we'll build some more little planter boxes in here. Hopefully it doesn't run into an issue where we get low on dirt and stuff. Now, somebody was in the little gap there. I think I watched him close himself in the floor again. Yeah, 2 duplicants died already. This whole colony has just been like one big disaster. That's 5 dead duplicants in like the first 30 cycles. We're going for a record. Most dead duplicants while still surviving colony kind of thing. Let's copy these settings and we'll paste them all into here. Get a whole bunch more meal ice going on. You know what? I think when it comes down to my battery storage sucks. Well, yeah, because I have 2 little batteries and like 1 little treadmill. Like, it's not even that. I need more power generation in general. There was germs in the oxalite, was there? Oh no, not quite. Oh, that's why I didn't do stuff over here. I was gonna put something hot in here to try to heat up the space and kill off the germs. That's all right. We'll cancel this though. There we go. We'll go that route. I'll have to deal with the germs elsewise. But they had a pocket of slime. Yeah, there's 2 little ones here that have some germs there, but it's okay. I'm not full on hitting it. 4,000 kilograms. All right, we're starting to get ahead now. Let's switch this over to lice loaf if we can. I wish you had an option where you could say, like, if you have lice, then make lice loaf, and if not, then make mush bars. But when you queue them both up, it doesn't move on. So if I had, like, for example, if I had mush bars here and lice loaf here in like order of priority, or lice loaf and then mush bars, I guess. When you run out of lice, they just stop making stuff altogether because it's stuck behind an item that you can't make. They won't just go on and do the next one, which would be kind of handy. It's okay. We're not going into the slime. This over here is all this is all algae. There's just these 2 little pockets of slime in there. We'll have to get rid of. And even those aren't necessarily that bad as long as we don't let the germs get airborne. Let's mop this up. Okay, so down here, let's see. Where do we make this? I don't even know where the rancher stuff is. I guess. Oh, it's probably under food, maybe. Because we were researching over here. There we go. Critter drop off releases trapped critters back into the world. Okay, we don't want that. Critter feeder. So we can put a little critter feeder down here. We'll test that out. I think somebody said that this is broken already, but we'll take a look. It's like, I think it might be temp art. Not sure, but I'm fairly certain it's temp art. Incubator. Incubates critter eggs until ready to hatch. Do I have to? I guess I have to. Why can't I build that? Requires animal control research. I thought I already had all the research done. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's up there. Combustion's done. All right, we'll do the animal control research. And there should be a grooming table too. Where is the grooming table? I guess the grooming table doesn't consider it food. At that point, you're making them more of a pet. Is that under medicine, maybe? Apothecary? No. Furniture? Not there either. Where's the grooming table hiding? Maybe cancel the leftmost column of digging. I did. So there is a gap there. I mean, I could leave an even bigger one. Not that it'll make a big difference. They're not really getting to it with any kind of a rush anyway. Stations. There we go. There's the grooming station. Assigned duplicant. Building is a necessary component of the stable room. So if we put this down here. Yeah, actually, we'll put the grooming station on this side. We can start building out our little stable. What room options do we have? Okay, so there's still latrine, barracks, mess hall, med bay, power plant, greenhouse. Looks like stable's the only new one they added. Hastens critter domestication. Stabled critters will be more productive and less hostile. All right. I mean, they're not really all that hostile to begin with. It's not too often they try to bite you or anything. Lots of mushy, squishy mush bars. Yeah, they're eating all kinds of junk now. Nothing says delicious like mush bar. They're making lice loaf now, though, so at least we're getting a little bit of quasi-food-like food. Very quasi. Did I run out of seeds? Why haven't they planted these things? I did. Oh, no, we have 6 mealwood seed. They're not getting around to planting it. Urgency. Everything's a 6 that I've been doing lately. That one's a 7 for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I changed priority on something. And so it retains the priority you set, too, when you set it up now, which is actually kind of a nuisance. Under science, they have exclamation points when something new shows. Well, you mean under stations over here, yeah. You're a starving artist. She just wanted her artwork to go up in value, so she thought, you know what? Artists really make it big after they pass away. So we'll make up some art, we'll croak, and then everything will be worth a whole lot more money. I feel like that's her fiendish tactic. What do I have metal-wise? I think I might actually just still be at copper because we haven't gone anywhere. Just copper. I don't really want to build power systems just out of copper. Up here we have some iron ore, which is good for building with. We'll have to get past some chlorine and sand and stuff. Ooh, this one's better. There's a lot of iron ore over here. I'm going to throw a little ladder in here. Stick it right in here, I guess. And then before we can build our power systems, we're going to need to go over here and get some of this fancy iron ore. Get all that out of there. If we get a little bit more of a buffer on our food, then I'll bring in some more duplicants to try to replenish. Because being at 5, I mean, I used to keep it down to like 5 or 6 all the time. But it does make things go a little slower. Since mealwood turks dirt and mush bars are dirt, how long is this going to last? Oh, yeah, not super long. Well, I have them switched over to... Oh, they just ran out of meal lice. Ba 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 ba. Back to the mush bars. Well, what do we have dirt-wise? So if we look at raw... No, it's under cultivatable soil. Dirt. We have 90 tons of dirt. So, I mean, there's a fair amount. It can last a really long time, to be honest with you. It's not going to be dirt that kills us anytime soon. That's much more late game kind of thing. Ooh, look, look, look. We have bristle blossom. It's all ready to harvest. Now we just need somebody who's actually interested in harvesting it. How cool would it be if the art made by the dupe becomes better quality after the dupe died? Yeah. We just appreciated it more because it was Durgan's. Durgan's dead now. Outside of stable. Storage not assigned. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, look, we can give them like all kinds of like specific food types. So, I mean, for the hatches, they'll eat anything. Anything but coal. But the other critters maybe have a little bit more of... So, like, what do you feed a morb, for example? If we can catch those. Food shortage. Constantly with the food shortage. Pouts in a corner. How did so many peeps die? Pure incompetence on my part, for the most part. The Duke Quarter to the iron has some tough substrate in the way. Oh, does it? Ah, come on. Everything else is fine, except this one little spot in here. Who do we have in the miner job? Farmhand, research assistant, chef, cook. We don't have any miners. Okay, we don't really need a general engineer right now. Let's take Dan with a plan out of this job, and we'll put him instead in the mining job. Oh, they have electrical engineer. That's cool. Specializations. Apprentice miner. There we go. He's even got an aptitude for it. He might level up relatively quickly. It still doesn't get me through that. Oh, wait. He's got to go change hats. Once he changes hats, we might be able to get through that stuff. That would be good. Yeah, we don't need an artist right now. Let's take a look at our jobs again. Sous chef. Okay, well, let's get rid of the art student. What can we put them on? Ooh, farmhand would be good. They have a lot of skill and aptitude for it. And I feel like being able to grow more stuff would be good. Cat only has... Oh, she got farming 7. They both have farming... No, farming 5 and farming 7. Alright, maybe not. Okay, so we have one farmer already. We already have so limited duplicants, so we don't really need a ton here. Groundskeeper? Get them busy picking stuff up. Where's the miner on here again? Farmhand, research assistant, art student, groundskeeper, gopher, apprentice architect, apprentice miner. Alright, she's had no skill in it, but I feel like getting some skill in that would be helpful because I have a whole bunch of digging I need to do. The game's on cycle 513. Your peeps are company, mind you. I did a slight food cheese. Oh, well, I mean, whatever. It was, to be honest with you, the first 3 of them died just by accident. It was like purely not paying enough attention. 2 of them died from starvation because we just didn't build a big enough farm. I was busy focusing on other things. So yeah, it's just all my mistakes basically. How you get your omelette du fromage? I kind of wonder if you can eat the eggs. Anyone have a good occupational seed with an oil geyser nearby? I haven't seen an oil geyser in this one yet. But mind you, we haven't really dug way down here. Oh, I forgot we had this this ruin down here too we can go check out. Okay, we have miners now, so we can dig through that stuff, which is good. Oh, come on. We really need to harvest these. Let's get these harvested at priority 8 if we can. There we go. This is all good food hiding right in here. Store my food and CO2, farm tile, save space, and make layer 2 for bristle blossoms. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I normally store all my food in CO2, but I haven't had any issue for that just now because, frankly, we haven't had any food. I skipped your joke. Where was your joke? Dan wants to take Kyle out for a few drinks, but he's only a minor. Oh, but I'm bummed. Running low on algae again. Good lord. We have a little bit here if they would mine it out. They're going to go right into a pocket of algae here, too. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just set urgency 7 on this. We'll get these resources. That'll take us into some algae, and then in the meantime, we can also grab some algae here. Well, we can get a little bit of that algae. One little spot of it. I was going to try and focus on air production today, too, which is probably going to be kind of important. First, we got to nail down some power. Everything goes so slowly when you only have a few duplicants. Is iron closer at the bottom of the water? Where's that? Oh, yeah, there's a little pocket right there. I mean, I kind of want the algae that's out there, though. Hold on. What have we got here? And little pockets of algae here, too. Okay, so we can actually have them dig in here and then throw a ladder down. Oh, wait, I can't. There's stuff here that's in the way that I can't dig. Miner only dig. Oh, maybe not. It seems okay. Hold on. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure what the little diamond symbol there is for. I feel like the updates to this game are coming out so quickly now. It's hard to even keep up with it all. Is it going? What's going on here? There we go. Let's get to all that first. Where's our algae? 2,189 kilograms, so we have a little algae to work with. Just not a lot. Turn the printer back on, get more dupes in. Well, oh yeah, we got more calories now. We can do that. My issue was that until we got a bumper crop of food, I didn't want to bring in more duplicants and just have them die. New building. There we go. It's still going to take 3 cycles, ultimately, before this will bring anybody in, but... Who needs air when you have so many of you with hot air? Diamond's the occupational symbol for the miner. Ah, okay. Yeah, it'd be red if they couldn't do it right, yeah, because there's a couple up here that they've gotten. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I cancel that dig tile. I'm going to cancel this whole thing. I want them to go down here and dig at the bottom instead. This one's a little closer, as somebody pointed out. Are there any gerbs near the new iron ore? I don't think so. Not based on the temperature. It's in, like, the hot zone down here. More diamonds equals higher level need. Yeah. Already got hydroponic tiles for the blossoms. I do, yep. They're on in here. They got water pumped into them and everything. I left a little bit of extra space in here thinking I could put in some artwork, and then I just didn't get around to it. We were kind of focused on other things related to survival as opposed to stress management for the farm. The visualize between the dig and the swamps, you should be good. Yeah. Even absent that, it's hot in here, so they won't get really germs growing in this space. A little too toasty. Our chef is down there digging. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We need to go into the priorities and take a look at our chef. No, he's got that highest priority. Why did he go down there to grab... Oh, he was grabbing dirt. I get it. He needed more dirt. He'll never get around to the art. Yeah, probably not. It's kind of how I work. He'll be so busy doing everything else, he'll never get around to the art. Let's change this back over to lice loaf again. Since we have a whole bunch of lice loaf ready. I'm trying to harvest this as a priority. You should be able to hop with the fertilizer tile there. Not sure I understand which one you're talking, where you're talking about exactly. Do you mean like down here? I don't see a fertilizer tile. You got me? There's one there. That's why I need Durgan. Yeah. I suppose. Can I get into the ruins? I can't yet. Obviously, we'll have to dig our way down to it, but we can't. It's not that far. I just have to watch over the pockets of gas here. I don't really want to let... There's a little carbon dioxide in here, actually. That's not bad. Down here, we have chlorine, which I'm not thrilled about. If I let the chlorine loose, it's going to wind up settling up here, so I want to make sure that I have a space to get in there. This geyser's going at it. Under the mealwood, left plants. Yeah, are you talking about this here? I mean, they don't need the fertilizer, though. Like, these plants use dirt instead of fertilizer. And this uses, well, actually, what does this use? Farm plot. I think it just uses water for this, right? Light temperature, air pressure, atmosphere, water. Yeah, there's no fertilizer needed for the blossom, so I'm not sure why I would need the fertilizer. Oh, you mean in here to dig in and get the algae? Yeah, we can kind of do that too. I see what you're getting at. I just want to be careful how far we dig over because there is slime lung hanging out here. I'm not ready to cut into the germs just yet. You're late, you know, but you're so excited. So glad this update is about the creatures. I agree, Momo. It's kind of cool. I was really looking forward to a point where you can actually do more with the critters. So it'll be nice when we get to the point where we're actually playing around with the critters a bit here and trying to get something done. Any way to just filter chlorine out of the air or pump with a filter? I guess you could then get slime along with the chlorine. Yeah, I mean, you can put a pump with a filter on it to get rid of it. It takes a fair amount of power. I don't know how beneficial that is relative to just avoiding it. Like, if I come down here and dig in, it's not a high concentration. I could put a little, I don't know, like a little CO2 airlock here kind of thing. And then get into this space. But I don't know, for the amount of effort it'll take to get in here, I just hope it's not, you know, not going to be a complete waste of time. Fertilizer for the farm station. Oh, right. Oh, what's going on here? Colony lacks farmer and seasoned farmers. Oh, so they're not. I'm not even getting the growth benefit right now because we don't have farmers. And again, with the power, come on. Maybe maybe I'm trying to be too complicated. I'm trying to build this way up here. Maybe I should make it down lower. We'll just get the power built. Coal generator. I don't have enough iron ore for it. Gosh, I hate putting this at such a high priority, but I needs it. Needs it. Give me the irons. Give critters names and watch them die too. Aw, that's so mean. I think when you tame them, you actually have to feed them, so it might be worth releasing them to the wild sometimes. What's happened so far? Death. So much death. Yeah, so we had 2 duplicants die already from starvation, which is great, and then we bounced back in our food supply, so things are a little nicer on the food front now, but not so great in terms of like our total colony population. We're down to 5. I'm digging out to get some of the iron ore here so that we can make some power generation and solve for the issue we have of running out of power, because these lights keep going off and we're getting intermittent usage of power in other places where we're just not keeping a good steady supply. So I'd like to get like a coal power generator running and feed it off that way. Yeah, the pump does take a good chunk of power. Now, it's not using it that much, so the pump that's here, I mean, it's only having to pump periodically. So right now it's not active, and then it'll pump once into the line, and then it stops. So it's using very, very little power to maintain that. It's just that each time it runs, it draws power. I killed you. I didn't kill you. It was the starvation that killed you. Splitting hairs, maybe, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Where's my power? I kind of want to build like a big bank of batteries in here somewhere. Maybe I'll put them over here. I'm curious to see whether the batteries still get hot enough to be of use. Like, could you dump germy water at one end of the batteries and have them pass by. It used to be like a trick to turn it into steam. You would drip water at one end and have it pass by a whole bunch of batteries, and it would draw so much heat off all the batteries that it would turn into steam. And then you could go from there. And I wonder if, maybe you can't make steam anymore, but I wonder if it can get hot enough to kill off the germs if you just run it from one end of your batteries to the other, and you get a double usage. You cool the batteries a little bit, and then you also get like clean water at the other end. I don't know. Put the coal generator at the bottom and hook up the light wire, plus your battery is kind of small. Yeah, and I haven't swapped over to the large batteries yet. We only just did the research for that. If I put the coal generator down here, though, I'm concerned about heat, because that's where the farm is. And it's already warm underneath here. It's going to get warmer still. So that is a bit of an issue. Notice Firefly. Your dupe was a bottomless stomach? Oh, really? I mean, stress isn't exactly an issue. We're in a good place stress-wise. Even with all the dead duplicants. I always feel like progress is so slow. Like, I just want everything to happen all at once, but I gotta wait for them to get around to doing it. Give me more duplicants. More duplicants to die in the grist mill that is our colony. We getting a lot of polluted oxygen in the restroom? Maybe. If we get enough in there, we'll get morbs. Which I guess could be kind of messy. Polluted O2. Polluted O2. Yeah, we are getting a little bit. I don't know if the deodorizer's done yet. Oops. Oh, yeah, they added this too, which is new. They have this database here that has like all kinds of information. So you can look at like critters. And if we wanted to see details about the hatch, this gives us a little bit of information. They excrete coal as solid waste, maybe uncovered by digging. I don't know. It's kind of neat. It's just almost like a little built-in wiki right into the game, so you can get more information about the different things. Research. That's what I wanted to look at. Ooh, we're almost finished with the ammo control. Once that's finished, then I should probably work on deodorizers, which is down here in decontamination. Can you, like... I don't think you can control-click and, like, set... No, still not an option. It'd be nice if you could do, like, set priority, so they'll finish one and move on to the other, but I guess it's not really that big a deal. When we get the notification it's finished, we can just switch. Keep machinery that produces heat at the top highest peak. Yeah, that's what I'm intending to do. I'm putting it up here. If we can get the coal power generators running, then I can turn off some of the things in here, like the manual generator. We'll get the batteries out of here. We'll move them up top side. Actually, you know what? Let's put the batteries over here. It's going to be right over the living quarters, though. That's not so good. Maybe I'll have the batteries out here. Just put a couple batteries out here to store up power. That one's derpy. Oh. Yes. That's what we want. Perfect. Make the coal generator the cold biomes. Well, yeah, that would be ideal, obviously, but I'm not at the point where we've uncovered a cold biome yet. We're still in the main central area, so until we can expand out and find one... Oh, there's one right over there, actually. I have to get through chlorine. Or... Where's our germ overlay? I could actually get in here and build like a stepway down through this abyssallite to get into the cold biome, which is full of carbon dioxide. That might be worth it. That might be worth it. And then where would I run the power line? I guess I could run it right along underneath the bottom part of the base. Maybe. That would be good. Okay, hold on. Let's try digging. Can I even dig this? I can't even dig it right now. I don't have anyone that's high enough skill level. Drat. Which pretty much leaves... Well, we could go through here, I guess. What's down here? More chlorine. Little pockets of chlorine. I can't get all the way through here without tapping into the chlorine. Alright, let's risk it. Throw a manual lock on here. We'll dig out this stuff. Throw a ladder down here. Don't need the bottom one. And then we only need like a 2-high tunnel to get through here. Just like that, we'll be in the cold biome. And there should be no germs there. Yeah, no, we're good. All right, so that'll get us to our first little cold biome. Choose a duplicate. Who wants to join the colony? This is the first duplicate we brought in since somewhere around the midway point of the last stream. Now, bear in mind, if you've been watching it all, it's extremely risky joining my colony. But if you want to be in the colony, you can throw your name out in the chat, and I'll just pick somebody at random. We'll try and bring somebody in. Let's see. We have a gastrophobia, no cooking, no cooking. Athletics, creativity, learning, tinkering, ranching. They're good for ranching. Yokel and narcoleptic. I feel like dignitati or research. I think we'll go with this one here, I think we'll use Marie. Who wants to be Marie? Dupe you. Dupe you. All right. Pranek, I saw you first, so let's bring you in. Pranek, you can join the colony. Welcome. Again, it's clearly no guarantees of survival because we've managed to kill off 5 duplicants already. So we're really in that place where things are not necessarily going to be stable for you. You have a bed that might be slightly rotating, you know. It might go on to another duplicant after you. No research focus scheduled. Okay. Decontamination. Let's get that going. That'll get us the other airlock doors. The ore scrubber, which we can connect up to that the chlorine geyser when we get around to it. And then the deodorizer will be handy for cleaning up the bathroom a little bit because we got a little polluted air going on here. I have a hatch here, but he's not really eating stuff as much as I thought he would. You're not hungry, dude? Do these things not eat in the wild anymore the way they used to? I mean, I feel like he should be. But we've got polluted water bottles and polluted dirt, and he's just not keeping up with either of them. I think let's put another compost in here. Actually, if I do that, then I can't put in the air filter because there's no room. Dilemma. I mean, not that the polluted air is really all that bad. It's just that it's a good, a good medium for germs, and we have germs on the ground in here. Some of it in the air too, but it's food poisoning germs. It's not really that big of a deal. I don't know. You want a hatch hat? Oh, just let me get some power going here. Oh, there's sleep meat out here, too. We can grab that. Watch the streams and you crash for the night. Oh, I see. They need to slow down updating this game. It's too much for your brain to comprehend as it is. The updates are coming out fast and furious now. When it's like every 4 weeks. I don't know. Maybe I'm probably just not playing the game enough, but I don't have enough time to get through like all the cool stuff that's in each update anymore. The bathroom can expand. It could, yeah. Well, what's our tile space in here? This is currently 60 tiles, so we could move over one more because I think it's 64. Yeah, 64 is the max size, so we could move over one more if we go like this. That way I can put the air freshener over here. In refinement, we can put another compost in here to clean up the dirt that the hatch is clearly not eating. I think maybe they decided they would just get rid of that little way of kind of gaming the system a little bit so we didn't have to deal with the polluted stuff. And the hatch just isn't gobbling it up at its own anymore. Maybe he'll only eat minerals and things now and he won't eat polluted stuff. I don't know. Hatch has a food value, kill calories. I'm guessing he's not hungry yet. No, maybe. That could be it too. Like, they used to just eat constantly. Oh, yeah, he was pretty close to maxed out. I want to wrangle him. I want to see what it looks like when you wrangle them. Can you put polluted dirt or polluted water bottles in the animal feeder? That's a good question. I don't know. Did we build one yet? Yeah, we did. Okay, so down here, organic. Yep, you can. Mind you, I don't have an animal to eat it just now down here. We'll have to catch one first. I'm going to close this in. Get our little room benefit when it's ultimately ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be our tiny little hatch farm. Check the germ roll away when you expand the bathroom. Whew, look at that. All these wonderful airborne germs. Germy. I mean, again, it's the airborne food poisoning germs don't really hurt anything. I mean, they can be flying around. I've never really gotten to a point where there's like a huge concentration of them. So maybe that's the thing, but I'm pretty sure you have to actually eat the germs in order for it to be a problem. So a cold biome where I can put the battery at the corner. Yeah, down here, that's where I set the little path to dig out to it. Little cold biome here. And it looks like there's another ruin here of some kind. Big patch of algae down here. All right, let's put our ladder to the bottom here so we can get this algae out of here. Give me the algaes. Wait, you can breed creatures now? That's right. You can. You don't exactly breed them. You put them in your little stable area, and you take care of them, and they'll lay an egg, and then you can put the egg in an incubator, and you get another one of the creatures. It's in the update that just became live on the beta branch today. That's what we're playing around with. So there's a few things in here from the Rancher upgrade that lets you take care of the critters and then breed them so you can get more of them. So theoretically, if you could get enough of them going, you can actually, your duplicants wouldn't have to be vegetarians anymore, let's just say. At the top. There's a cold biome here at the top. I didn't see one before. Bleach stone. It's chlorine, so that's not a cold biome. I don't see a cold biome up there, man. Product needs to be assigned to a job. He doesn't need to be assigned to one. I mean, we could be assigned to one. I mean, as soon as I give them a job, they're going to have an increased, like, decor or food requirement. So I could leave them exactly as they are. They don't necessarily have to be, but we'll put him as a gopher, maybe. He's already got a fair amount of skill in that. Groundskeeper. He can do all the tidying. Where did he go? Where was the groundskeeper? See, now, as soon as I put Prydic in that position, he's going to have an increased food quality and increased decor. So, not the best thing for stress necessarily, but our stress is at 0, so I guess it's not really a problem. You can also eat the egg and cook it to make it better. Oh, that's cool. I hate eggs, but, you know, for the duplicants, I'm sure that's great. How's our research doing? Super slow research this time around. We only have one researcher. Dun dun dun. How can you tell their sex? Of what? The critters? I think it just assumes they're all capable of laying eggs. This game needs aquatic life that produces algae. Oh, that'd be cool. Now, I think someone uncovered in the code that that little fish that's in the starting menu is actually a critter that's in the game. It's just not actively in the game. So, I don't know. Gotta go name a yokel dupe after you can't make any promises, but we'll see. I don't know how many duplicates we're going to bring in. I'll probably get back up to maybe 8. 2, 4, 6, 7. Maybe we'll go to 7, because that's how many beds I have. An excellent update. Oh, bump. The puns, they just keep coming. There's no stopping them. These guys are doing... They're so busy doing everything around the colony. They're never... Oh, I have this almost dug out. After all that work to like build something down here to send the thing down to the cold biome, you know, I should... maybe I'll cancel this for now. I know they just did all the work to dig it out, and I can make use of that space, so it will come in handy. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet, and I want them to focus down here instead. Put all this at a 7. And we'll try to get our coal power generator running down here. I think in the end it'll just be a better place for it because it'll manage the temperature like well away from the rest of our colony. Don't know if this has changed, but as long as you have a very high decor score, it will help stress a lot. It makes a huge difference. I mean, if you look at the decor rating, when they're in the core part of the base, nobody's unhappy. Actually, I should do some sweeping in here. No one will be unhappy as long as you kind of keep on top of that. Because they'll go back to bed, and even if they earned a little bit of stress during the daytime, when they go to sleep at night, they're getting such a high decor rating in here. Masterpiece, plus 132. Genius Sculpture, plus 22. Oh, that's interesting. It's getting the sculpture benefit from the sculptures that are a floor below. That's interesting. But nevertheless, the total decor in here is really high. So, you know, when they're in the core part of the colony, they have no issues. Their stress is going to be great. Fish can make clean water dirty in exchange for algae. Yeah, I don't know. I would think I'm really curious to see what they would do with it. It'd be neat if your duplicates could fish. Like, if you could sit them on the edge of the water and they just, like, throw in their fishing rod. Or fishing line, I guess. You wouldn't want to throw the whole rod in. That'd be real hard to catch the fish. 47,000. We're hovering right at that. Right at a decent amount of food now, at least. Research is done. What was I going to work on next? I forget. Oh, we can build an incubator now, so that's good. What do I want next in here? Improved plumbing, temperature modulation. I should probably work on that so we can get some insulated tile. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go. Let's get our research going on temperature modulation. We'll go from there. Things are going to get a little... They're already getting a little warm in here. Ooh... 24 degrees, 24. I mean, it's not bad here for growing at the moment. 23.8. What's our maximum range on this? 30 degrees. So we have a decent amount of range on that. And then Bristle Blossom is 30 also. So actually, they're both not so bad. At some point, it's going to get too hot in here because the temperature's going to keep rising. The core passes through the vent tiles. It does, yeah. I just didn't realize it would. There's so many things that don't, you know. Like, okay, let's get... In here, we'll do a deodorizer. Try to clean up some of this nasty polluted oxygen I'm producing because they're producing a lot. I need to get this cleaned up in here. This little hatch is just, he's not really eating a lot. I wonder what point he'll eat. Oh, that's funny. He says, this duplicate can burn 2,500 kilocalories before starving. Change per cycle, 1,500 kilograms per cycle. No, that's interesting. They need 500 more kilocalories than the average duplicant does on any given day. He is not eating the polluted stuff anymore. I wonder if he'll starve if I don't put something in there. There's copper in here. You think he'll go eat that before he eats the polluted water and stuff? I don't know. We might need to clean that stuff up. All right. Narcoleptic, farm, dig, mulhands, cook, dig, build. All right. So I think it's going to be a toss-up between... Bonnie or Max? Doesn't really hurt that she's a yokel, so I'm not really all that concerned about the research. She's got a good mix of things. Max has some higher scores for the stuff that he has, though. But she'll also accept a lot more jobs. Cook, dig, build. I already have a couple farmers. Let's go with Bonnie. Who wants to join the colony? We'll see if... See if you guys can die off really quickly. Jeff Pember. All right, Jeff, you can join the colony. You can be Bonnie. You're very welcome. I'll make no guarantees about your survival. As always, anytime a duplicant comes in with your name on it, just be prepared that they may not survive. Let's go to the jobs menu. I think I saw somebody maxed out. Research assistant. Well, we'll leave them. Sous chef. I don't want to upgrade that just yet. Kat the farmhand. All right, we can make her a rancher now. And Jeff, we should probably... Oh, maybe I should have taken the farmer. Farmhand 0. Dun dun dun. What about Patricia? What's her skill like? Farming 5. All right, Patricia, you can go be a farmer. Get you out of mining. Kat, we want to move her up to being a rancher. So that she can actually start to wrangle... little animals, which would be cool. Patricia needs to be a farmer because we still need a farmer to work our stuff. And then Jeff. We could leave Jeff alone, I guess. We don't necessarily have to have something, but maybe we'll make them an apprentice miner. Make sure we can keep digging. Gotta dig, dig, dig. Because the hatch now is a food meter, it's majorly slowed down how often they eat. You need quite a few hatches to process things like coal that we used to. Yeah, I think you might be right. And they've also given us the ability to make more hatches. So as long as we take care of them. I wonder at what point he eats. Because, you know, if we take good care of them, we can produce more of them. So theoretically, you can end up with a pretty serious a pretty serious hatch farm going if you're willing to put in the effort for it. Let's put this at 7 to get it refilled. Give me the refills. Okay, where is... let's, you know what? Let's wrangle this guy. We don't need him in the storage area, so we'll set him up to be wrangled. And then Cat, who has the rancher... Oh, wait, where's Cat? Oh, here's Cat here. She's got this cool new hat, too. Still, it's like a Crocodile Dundee hat. All right, she's wrangling him. Oh, look, he's in a bag. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, so I guess we do need a drop station. I thought Hatch is being captured. Is now safe to relocate. I didn't think we'd actually need it, but I guess I'm not sure what I was expecting. I thought maybe she would like rope it or something and drag it over, but I guess if she puts it into the sack, then we've got to have a thing to release the hatch after, and that will probably be in food. Yeah, critter drop off. So we put a critter drop. How's that a stable? It doesn't even have all the stuff it needs. All right, whatever. Put a critter drop off here. If they can get that built, this is then high priority. I wonder how long the hatch could live in the bag before it becomes a problem. Oh, come on. Wait, will the guys just work with the new scientists? I mean, they still do their thing. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's required for that whole sciencey deal. So critters, this one do we want to be bagged hatches? That's so cool. So in some ways, by adding this whole wrangling thing, oh, there you go. We dropped it off. Nice. That was amazing. Oh, they go behind the equipment. That's weird. Hopefully they fix that. Okay, what can we put in here to feed him now? If we put in... he clearly wasn't eating polluted dirt, so there's almost no point in doing that. What do we have up here raw mineral-wise? Tons of sandstone. I guess we could put sandstone in here. Fill it up with sandstone. And we'll see how the auto feeder works. Now, somebody said it was broken, so we'll try it out. It might not work, but we'll see. And then, somewhere here we have... Not the utilities, obviously. Somewhere here we have the thing that lets us actually incubate the eggs. There it is. Oh, we need refined metal for the incubator. All right, so we're going to need that. You know what? I guess we could put a metal refinery up top. That'll be in refinement, naturally. And we don't have it researched. Good times. Brute force refinement. That'll give some sand, too, actually. Some sand, some heat, some metals. Be all good. He's eating sand. That's all right. You can eat whatever's there. Oh, look, look, look. You can't see it very well because the hatch was in the background, but she put him on there and, like, gave him a rub down, brushed him, and then sprayed him with, like, some perfume stuff. That's awesome. I wonder if it shows, like, how happy... Oh, groomed. Status groomed. Happiness change plus 30% per cycle. This critter's recently been attended to by a rancher. That's awesome. When they get the art finish for that, that's going to be great. Does it only work with hatches? I don't know. I think I saw on the stream they were doing stuff with the light bug. Can we wrangle the light bug? No, we can't wrangle the light bug, so you still have to lure them in. What else can we find? We can try clicking on and see if it has a wrangle option. I don't see any morbs anywhere right now. Ooh, we can actually see a little bit of this cold biome now. There's no morbs, so we'll have to check with the morbs after. I don't see any puffs either. But I think for the puffs we have to use those flying lures, the same as we do for the light bugs. Actually, if we could breed enough light bugs, you could do away with these heat-producing lights and just trap light bugs in the room here. That could be handy. I love the temp art. Yeah, the temp art's neat. Temp art. It does look cool. I wish the hatch would be in front of it though instead of behind. And they'll fix that as it goes away. I mean, this is going to be released to in the regular part of the game in like 2 weeks, but it was only just made available in the beta branch today. Hey, Michael, thanks for coming out to the stream. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. Still have to hook up. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. That's right. I was going to put the power generation in here, and then I didn't. So I have all these batteries up here now. Instead, I should really have the batteries down bottom. So it's all CO2, chlorine. Oh, boy. What do I want to do? I mean, I could dig out space here, I guess, and put the batteries down here, but... Alright. Nevertheless, in the meantime, we can hook them up. It's just going to mean somebody's going to run on the treadmill a lot. It's going to be ridiculous. They're going to be running on the treadmill constantly trying to charge up those batteries. If you reload, it fixes it. You're at the front. Oh, okay, that's good. I won't worry about it doing it at the moment. Because we only have one trapped in there. I should try to trap some... You know what? Let's trap this one, too. We'll try to get a couple in there. We'll wrangle that one up. This guy can get wrangled up too. At least if I can pick him. This one doesn't exist. Alright, he's not really there. Oh, there we go. Let's wrangle that one too. They probably won't be able to, though, because he's going to dig into the ground. I'm not sure what'll happen. I have a feeling she just won't be able to wrangle it because he's sort of burrowed into the ground at the moment. All right, we have one wrangled. Now go carry it down there. There we go. They like shred the bag too. Oh, look, she's gonna groom again. She whistles him over too, so it's like, aw, isn't that cute? That's gonna look great when the art is finished. That is so cute. Neat. Okay, so we've started a little pet scenario there. Oh, we should mop all this up too. Make sure there's no water sitting there. Gonna release some chlorine down by the cold biome. Yeah, we might. I put a door here, but what have we got here? We have carbon dioxide. You know what? We can do a little carbon dioxide lock right here. If we go this way. Why is my brain not working? That should work. That'll trap a little CO2 in there, and then chlorine that's down below won't have a chance to get up top. I feel like the job updates made the game just a little bit harder, but more enjoyable. Yeah, it definitely made the game harder. You kind of have to adjust your gameplay, right? It kind of got so that I was able to play the game on... Oh, darn it, I just spilled water all over my computer. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Quick clean up. Haha, very funny. It wasn't maple syrup. It was just water. I had a bottle of water here, and I just hit it with my hand and sprayed it all over my keyboard. It's like covered like half my desk in water. Good times. Oh, boy. Now my mouse pad's all soaking wet. This is great. Man, I'm having a day. We're having a day. Dead duplicants, water all over the computer. It's all good. I guess my keyboard's cleaner now, theoretically. Most keyboards are maple syrup and beer spill proof. Oh, that's good. So if we could get, like, bacon and beer and maple syrup all in the same thing. Man, why does this sound so low on this? Hold on. I don't remember at what point the sound got... Wow, now that's really loud. Oh, there we go. There. I don't remember at what point like the sound got really cranked down in the game, but now you can actually hear stuff. Instead of just listening to me all the time, you can actually hear the game. How about that? Gross keyboard, yeah. All your American friends use the maple syrup joke on me, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take off, you hoser. We still haven't quite dug in down here. What's going on? Jobs mastered. Who mastered their job? Dan with a plan. Apprentice miner. Okay. Urgency. That's urgency 7. I'm surprised I haven't tackled that yet. Oh, wait. They gotta do this. I can't get in there. I blocked it off. My little CO2 lock there. Made a mess. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, made a mess on my own computer. At least it was clean water, not polluted water. Oh, yeah, my keyboard already took a shower. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. We're all fine. Dig that out of there, too. I kind of want to dig down lower here and get some of this iron out, but... I guess I could put a ladder here and do that. Oh, come on. It's... Everybody's sleeping again. Get up, guys. You got work to do. So much to happen still. I still haven't even got my power grid set up. This is crazy. It's one of like the basic things I wanted to tackle. 62,985 kilocalories. Oh, we're going to need to start to locate our food. Oh, yeah. We've got food spoiling now. Spoke too soon. We need to start locating our food in a place where it's going to not spoil. So CO2 is really the key for that. We have lots of it, fortunately, but not really good placement here. So for now, I'll just build a little ration box down here. We got tons of power. I might even switch over to refrigerators. I don't normally bother spending the power on them, but it might bother in this colony. Save some hassle. But we'll relocate all the food down here. Now, they also don't have a dining area, but I don't really have a ton of room to build that just yet. We would put it up top here if we expand a little bit higher. But for now, we'll make do with just not having the food spoil. We'll set this for a 7. We'll put this down to a 5. We should transfer the food over. Maybe focus on power grid first. Yeah, I'm working on it. So right here, this is all sealed off now. So if they can get down here... Ooh, we have stuff they still can't dig. What is that? Wolframite. I can't dig wolframite, really? Alright, we need a miner that's got higher skill level, so we'll need to go into jobs. And Dan with the plan is a high enough miner in order to switch him over. So he's no longer apprentice. This will increase his food requirements and stuff, but that's okay. Stress really isn't too much of a challenge in the colony right now. I had someone give me the gears in the comments after our last stream about how do you not know anything about how the jobs work and stuff? As soon as you give them a job, they eat more food. I was like, really? I didn't see anything about that. I looked all over the place, couldn't find it. Pretty sure they're wrong. It's all just about the stress. Oh, look, our batteries are doing stuff. Well, that's good. Storage not assigned. Oh, yeah. That was kind of an important thing, right? Gotta deal with that. Can't be stressed if you're dead. That's right, Durgan. No stress for you. Yeah, I forgot just for a second, but they've got it now. So they're transferring all the food down there. It'll stop spoiling. We can get rid of this thing once they have it emptied. Let's just deconstruct it now, I guess. Deconstruct that. Let's get our next research item on the go. Brute force refinement is done. So refined objects. I do like the fire poles. I should probably make those soon too. Let's go back to temperature modulation because I want that insulation. And then I want the brute force refinement up top here. Refinement. What does it take power-wise? 240 watts. So it's not a small amount, but it's not horrible either. I can put it right here. It's going to be a little warm. But I don't expect to use this a ton. +1 foods quality, not the amount. Yeah, that's what I said. I going back to him, I was like, man, everywhere I've seen, it doesn't say that. Everywhere I've checked says they're only... But he really tore into me. Basically called me an idiot. I was like, oh, that's great. I'm super appreciative of that. Thanks for your comments, I think. Welcome, new sponsor. Zavoric Silver. Thanks so much for sponsoring the channel. I really appreciate that. Your support is amazing. Thank you. Duplicates. Oh, we're already at 7. Do I have enough room to... I don't have any more rooms left. I'm gonna reject all for now until we get some more living quarters built. And I'm gonna turn this off for the moment, and then hopefully our duplicants don't die in the near term, and we'll have a chance to deal with that. Michael Mitchell, super chat, $5. Keep up the great work. I bought Car Mechanicer Sim 18 because I watched you play it, and I love Oxygen Not Included. Well, thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. And I hope you really enjoy Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I've had a lot of fun with that game. It's just one of those, like, chill, mellow games. It doesn't have, like, a really intense objective or anything. You just kind of hang out. You build what you want, toy around with it and stuff. I enjoy that game. It's very relaxing. Oh, look at that. Okay, we've gotten... all the way down to the cold biome. Man, this is mucky up here. Let's dig into here so we can... I don't even know if they can get up there, but we'll see. I'll try and throw a ladder in here, maybe. That wolframite might come in handy. We can get to the little ruin that's in here. I have a feeling it's just going to be like a coffee table or something. Little lunch room. Computer or something. You haven't seen the update yet. Can I explain it? Yeah, basically, they've added the ability to manage critters. So, in here, this person here is trained as a rancher. And the rancher can wrangle the critters and put them in a place where you want. So, you use this little critter drop-off to drop them off in a particular location. There's an automatic feeder that can feed them and everything. They have a grooming station so they can groom the critters. So, you can see Cat's grooming this critter right now, but because of a little graphical glitch, the critter's actually behind. But she'll groom them, and then they get a happiness benefit. And when they're happy, they'll get to the point where they'll lay eggs. And you can take the eggs and either use them for food, or you can put them in an incubator and you can hatch more of them, which is kind of cool. So this whole update's really around managing this. They changed around a bunch of stuff with priorities, so you can set specific priorities on different tasks now. You still have the jobs from the occupational upgrade. There's a new wrangle skill down here, but it's only available for the ranchers. Anyone who's not a rancher can't do it. Oh, wow, they're actually digging down here now. Man, they're even getting to tasks now that I told them to do forever ago. That's kind of good. We finally got to the point where we have enough duplicants that are starting to gain ground. This is a horrible, disgusting mess, though. I'm surprised they're not dealing with that more quickly. Let's check our germ overlay. Yeah. We've got polluted oxygen going on over there like crazy. I kind of need a spot to put the nastiness. I feel like if we could store it someplace hot, that would probably be better. Maybe I'll build a room down here. So this is all like 40 degrees. It will serve multiple purposes for me too. So if I can we'll build a little wall here. And we'll throw a ladder down here. Oh, that was like super derpy ladder time. Super derpy ladder time! Phosphorite. That can come in handy at some point probably too. Let's go get the algae. And then in this algae space here, I'm gonna build a little reservoir to dump our polluted water. And that would be like our cleanup space. Don't think my storage is fit for agriculture. It's not. How about that? Fertilizer and phosphorite. I don't want liquefiable stuff in there. Seeds are all fine. Organic is good, except for rot piles and polluted stuff. Because I don't want that in there, obviously. I might have to set a storage bin somewhere down here where we're dumping other stuff to put the rot piles and things. Although they should be putting them in the compost. I just think, I don't know, maybe they're just full right now and they can't take it. But let's copy our settings here. We'll paste that across a bunch. That'll let us store some of the agriculture things. Fox, give me winning tips for They Are Billions tomorrow. Oh, Durgan. So you might not have seen my tweet, but I decided to record They Are Billions because I wanted to finish out that colony that we started, I think it was a little more than a week ago now. I wanted to finish out that colony, so I recorded it and played it, and sadly it crashed and burned. I got to the point where I was producing Thanatos, but I only got 2 of them out, and this one wave came in and broke through a particular area of my base that I couldn't stop. So I recorded it all, and then I had a sound bug. So I don't have vocal recordings for like 3/4 of an hour of the root recording, which pretty much messes up the whole thing. So now I don't have it. I mean, I could theoretically upload it and maybe make it like an unlisted video and just give you guys the link if you really wanted to see me crash and burn. But yeah, it didn't turn out well. And without the voiceover recording, I'm not going to stick it on the channel as a normal video. Why is there a repair icon on the Steam geyser? It's not a repair icon. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is. Oh, well, here we go. If I clicked on it, I might actually learn something. Send a researcher to study this formation. A full analysis will take time, but should yield useful results. So you can send them down there to analyze it. How do they go? Oh, I was going to say, how do they go down there without getting hurt? But of course, you need exosuits, right? So you build exosuits, put your scientists in them, send them down to analyze the geyser, and then maybe that will tell you like the pattern or the rate by which it produces. That's kind of cool. They're getting so much more complexity in the game, and it was already kind of complex to begin with. I mean, it's not RimWorld kind of complex, but it's getting there. Just add your commentary. Yeah, I could do post-commentary, I guess. I just always thought post-commentary sounds so fake. So, I don't know. Your first live chat with CrypticFox. Really enjoy your videos. Thanks, Redbird. Glad you enjoy them. Thanks for coming out. Okay, this is just about open up down here. Let's get some priority down here and dig this stuff out of here. Dig me an opening. I want to put my power generation in here. I can never tell when I have this thing paused anymore. There we go. You can probably get rid of the tiny batteries in the middle of your base now. Just extra. Yeah, I absolutely could. That was the intent, actually, when I built the ones up top. So I really should get rid of these. Deconstruct. No more heat. We don't like the heat in our base. Ooh, yeah, things are getting warm in here now. It's getting a little toasty. This one's waiting algae. Am I allowed algae again? No, we have a little bit. We can get this dug out of here, obviously. This will help. Let's throw a ladder in here. Gotta have more ladders. Colony's not good if it doesn't have enough ladders. Yeah, we're getting ice and stuff here now. This is a fairly decent sized cold biome over here. Holy. That's good. They're not, it's funny, they're like right next to here, but it's not revealing it. I wonder if I'll even be able to dig that. I can't dig it because it's got like the fog of war thing going on. That is an unfortunate little bug right there. That ruin is cutting through the entire cold biome. You think so? Well, is it? Is this all ruin? I don't think it is. I think it's just a graphics bug. We can put a ladder right here, though. We might be able to get down into this biome. That's sealed off with water. CO2. Alex Pack, $3 super chat. Hello. Hi, Alex. Thanks so much for the super chat, and thank you for the support. Welcome. Let's put a ladder right in here. Can we... I can't. I can't build a ladder through there because it's shadowed. I gotta, like... I don't want to deal with the chlorine, though. I guess it doesn't matter. We got it sealed there. Let's go in here. I want to see if I go in here, is it gonna... Oops. Is it gonna unlock this, unlock the crazy fog of war thing we got going on here, because I need to be able to dig in here, otherwise we're not going to be able to make much use of this. I'll have dug all the way down here for nothing, because it's not even exposing it. It's a ruin, not a bug. Well, yeah, but this space in here shouldn't be, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't see any... Normally you can see the edge of the tiles and things, but there is none in this space right here. So we'll go down here and check it out, though. We'll see what happens. Maybe it really is a ruin that goes all the way up through there. But we'll go find out. You'll make a voiceover for me? Yeah, it'll be basically like a lot of crying and... That's the route, Cryptic. You have to explore it. Yeah, I'm building a little ladder down here so we can go do that. It's normally, like, for these kinds of ruins, normally, like, it's this space here, but maybe there's a ladder in here, and then it goes up top. I don't know. We'll find out. Either way, it'll be kind of a nuisance because it's sort of right in the road. It should go away. We'll see. A lot of wheezing going on up here. How happy are these hatches? Oh, he's happy. What about this one? He's happy too. I wonder what this top status is. All this critter's needs have been met, and it's feeling quite contented. It will produce more as a result. It says it'll produce more, but we don't have any yet. There's no eggs there. This has been built. Let's refine some copper. So that we can make ourselves a hatchery. Or an incubator, I guess it is. Yeah, there is ruin tiles over here. So, like, I thought this was two separate areas, but you're right. It's probably just one big connected one. That's okay, though. That's right. Build that. Oh, come on. Now we got a little chlorine bath going in here. It's a good thing we have. This is all chlorine. Oh wow, we have a little bit of chlorine in here. This should stay all carbon dioxide down here. This is kind of a handy little way to seal it off because the CO2 is always going to want to go down. It won't go upwards in order to go down, so the chlorine will never get a chance to come through here. What's the news on the new update preview so far? I mean, so far there's some really cute stuff in it. They've got this fancy little this little thing in here where you can groom the critters that you've captured. I kind of wanted to go groom them again because I just find it so cute. Live epically. $5. He's a bribe to release the footage to Durgan and Angel to do their own voiceover of the lost footage. That would be funny, actually. Thanks for the super chat. Live epically. Chris, $5 super chat. Love your videos. I want to stream myself. Please talk a little bit about how you started. Thank you for the super chat as well, Chris. I appreciate the support. You know, it's funny. I didn't really start with streaming. I started with recorded videos, and I still make them, and I still enjoy doing them, although I've been doing a lot more streaming lately, and actually more streaming than I've been doing of actual recorded videos. I saw some people doing it online on YouTube. I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. It looks like fun. Maybe I'll give it a whirl myself. I have some experience with jobs related to talking a lot, so I thought, you know, it would be something I could do that would be kind of interesting. And it looked so. I have 2 young girls and a wife, and they go to bed early, and I tend not to. So I was like, well, it'd be really cool to have a hobby that I could do late at night when they're sleeping, because I'm a night owl, and so I ended up doing this. I started off first doing videos that were all focused on oxygen, or not oxygen not included, although I've done a lot of it in the last year. Focused on Disney Infinity 3.0, a lot of toy box building kind of things. Let's go submit a bioscan to get in here. And then I started to expand out into other games. And last year, I stumbled upon Oxygen Not Included, and I've had so much fun with this game. It's been a very popular game with the channel as well. I decided to do some more live streaming to try that out, and through a process of trial and error. Oh yeah. So that's interesting. So look, now that we've expanded this, I can actually dig through all this stuff. It's not really part of the base, even though it's part of the base. It's weird. But we also have a fancy neural vacillator, so that's cool. Yeah, so what the? Oh, it's all buried in ice. We have a vending machine buried in ice. That's cool. Yeah, so nevertheless, I decided just one day to try it out. And I had a lot of fun with it, and people seemed to like it a little bit, so I did more of it, and over time I've gotten more and more practiced at it, so it's gotten a little bit easier. Probably the hardest thing was getting really comfortable with just talking constantly while I was playing, and not, I don't know, sounding like I was having a really hard time coming up with stuff to say. That was a real struggle initially, because it's just not something you're used to doing typically. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you talk to yourself constantly while you play, I don't know, but that wasn't my thing. We have a little space here. We should probably put it in a couple of these planter boxes. There's no harm in having a little bit more meal ice there to make food out of. Remember when you did streaming rather than videos because it was easier, less ever. Yeah, no, I don't know. Sometimes it works out that way. Like I've done a couple streams that because I just didn't have time to do the editing and stuff. But there's just some games that don't stream particularly well, I feel, because they just take so much time. So, like, when you have to grind through a whole bunch of stuff, I don't necessarily want to do that on a stream because I feel like that would be kind of boring. So I like to record those and then edit them so I can chop out the pieces that I think are going to be a little bit more boring. But it's been fun. I really enjoy it, actually. Of all the hobbies that I've had in my life, this one I think I've probably gotten the most sense of fulfillment out of, I think. All right, we have a Wheezewort. I guess I can dig in here. It makes use of this ladder. We have a little. I'm going to put a little floor in here, and we can build. We can build our power generator on there. We'll finally get some actual generation going. No research set right now. Oh, that's good to know. Let's snag that. Work on some more of that. Let's see, medical research, automation control, fossil fuels. What do I want to do? Improve ventilation, maybe? HVAC. Let's go improve ventilation so we can go towards environmental protection. Because I love seeing the duplicants run around in those little suits. Almost to 45,000 subs. Yeah, it's actually it's been growing pretty steadily. I'm enjoying it. Like Gold Rush, Diggy Gold. Yeah, yeah. Gold Rush is one of those games where there seems to be like a running around and stuff. So it's nice to be able to edit it a little bit. Yeah, it'd be really boring. So like when I spend like an hour straight just digging in one hole, like that is not something I feel is why is that food still up there? I have this set for everything, and yet they left food on the ground here. There's muckroot right there. There's also polluted dirt, yeah, which is really great to have there. I have enough space I can dig out just a little bit more here. I want to put in another compost because we're clearly producing too much, and the compost isn't keeping up. Look at all the stink in here. This is I've never had a bathroom that's had this problem. The hatch normally keeps it all super clean for me. But now they're just not eating nearly as much. So I've got a problem. And they're not drinking drinking, whatever, the bottles of polluted water. Yeah, I like Gold Rush too, but it is one of those games where there's a lot of, like, really kind of boring stuff that goes on that I have to kind of edit out. Like digging straight for an hour kind of thing. I'm really curious to see what the temperature will do down here for the germs. When am I going to play Gold Rush? As soon as I get a time to do some more recording. My biggest challenge lately has been finding time for recording. Where's everybody? Come down here. Do some work. I want someone on this neural vacillator. We gotta give them like a new skill set. More hatches ASAP. Yeah. Oh, look, they laid an egg. There's a hatchling egg. Hatches, no, it doesn't tell you any details about the egg, but that's the temporary art for the hatchling egg. So we have two choices. We can either try to hatch it, or we can cook with it. I think what I'm going to do is try to hatch it, though, because I kind of want to see what that's like. Where was the thing? Where is this thing? Is this your full-time job? Would you consider making it your full-time job if the channel grew? It's not my full-time job. It doesn't pay all the bills. I have a career actually working in process re-engineering and business efficiency improvement, which is interesting in its own right. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess if I got to the point where the channel was able to produce enough income that it could meet my needs and those of my family, then I think I probably would consider it. I mean, I enjoy it. I get pure enjoyment out of doing it, and there's a lot of work involved, but it's something I really like doing. So yeah, I could see a scenario where I did that. But oh, look, she's doing more grooming. Look at the brushing, perfume. That's the cutest thing ever. It would have to be the kind of scenario though where I knew that my family wasn't gonna have some financial difficulties if I did so. YouTube's kind of a big gamble. They could change anything at any time, and your channel is completely dependent on the whims of YouTube. If they decide, for whatever reason, you're no longer allowed to do any advertising, like, you really better have some other revenue streams in place. Otherwise, things will get bad really quick. So, need to shrink the size of the bathroom. Fill tiles above toilets and sink to reduce size. Why would I shrink the size? Oh, I suck. I built that compost over there, and I completely forgot. All right. You know what? I can cancel this dig. We don't really need that full space there. I wasn't paying attention. I completely forgot about the tile size limit. If we build 2 tiles in there, it'll turn back into a bathroom again. That's fine. Oh god, full-time mods. Yeah. We got an egg. It's exciting. It's right there. Oh, 2 eggs now. We've got 2 eggs. They're both happy enough they're laying eggs. That's awesome. Did we ever put food in this thing? I don't know if I ever filled that. That's so cute when they're grooming them. Build a door there. A door where? Over here, you mean? It doesn't really matter. We'll just stick 2 more tiles in there, and it will change the number of tiles in there, so it will turn back into a latrine. This really needs cleaning in here, man. These guys do not clean up anything anymore. Sweep all this business. Coal all over the floor. It's making the decor stink in there. You added 4 tiles. You need to fill 4. Ooh, did I? Yeah, I'm sure I do. If I put this here, it's gonna trap. Yeah, let's go that way. Super inconvenient. I wasn't paying attention. Totally my own fault. It's full of sandstone, yeah. Hi, CrypticFox. They're still not digging this out yet. I need them to work on that. If they're still not digging this out yet, I need them to work on that. Can't they just do everything? Can't they? Like, everything all at once. Isn't that how this is supposed to work? Give to me all the things I need at the same time. Okay, that should be a bathroom again. Yeah. Okay, so it's back to being a latrine, so that's good. This is now a stable. Actually, it was a stable even before I got the hatchery there. It's funny. Because it said the hatchery was required, but hastens critter domestication. So they'll get happy quicker, which means this needs power. Man. I've got a lot of stuff on this power grid. It's gonna tap out soon. It's gonna be like, can't take it anymore. How much power does the incubator draw? Oh, look. So you can hatch pufflet eggs, hatchling eggs, shine nymphs, or missingstrings.cr. Obviously, they're not quite done with that one yet. Just put a door between the bathroom and the compost and set it to always open. Yeah, but that won't work in this case. I'd have to dig out yet another 2 tiles and then put it in. So I'd have to break the compost I already had made. I'm not really worried about it. This works out fine. It looks ugly as sin, but I need a proper bathroom anyway. This one's, at some point, outhouses start to become kind of passe, you know? Duplicants like to actually flush. So what's the whole gist of this update? The whole gist of the update is about ranching, being a rancher. So you can actually get, there's an occupation now to be a rancher. You get this fancy little hat. It's just temporary art. And that lets you can also build a couple things in here to catch critters in one space, and then you can sort of take care of them, make them all happy. They produce eggs. You can either cook with the eggs, or you can try to hatch the eggs to get more of them. That's kind of the gist of the whole thing. Is it's all about like creature management. This update is supposed to come out in 2 parts, so they're gonna have, this is the Mark 1 update for being a rancher or whatever, and then there's supposed to be a Mark 2 update, and they haven't said anything about what is coming in Mark 2 just yet, so we don't know, but this is what's in the Mark 1. And they made a few other changes as well around how priorities are handled. They added this cool little wiki database thing at the top here that has details about all the different aspects of the game, which is kind of cool. They changed priority to urgency instead. And then instead they have this priorities menu in here where you can actually change the priorities that duplicates will have for different specific tasks, which is kind of a nice way to set that up. But yeah, so far it's been good. I like it. There's a lot to dig into because there's so much in the occupational upgrade I haven't played around much with yet. But can you breed slicksters? I don't know. So, like, when we look in here, I mean, this might be the slickster egg. I mean, that's for the puff. That's the hatch. That's the nymph. Or that's for the shine bug. So this might be the slickster. Or it could be a morb. I mean, I don't know. It's So I'm not sure. Mark II hatch saddles. Oh my god, that would be amazing. If you could ride around on a hatch. Totally pointless, but amazing. So let's set this for hatchling eggs. We'll incubate. Someone should go take the egg and stick it in here, and then they'll close the lid, and it should work on incubating in here. And eventually it will hatch, and we'll have another... It'll hatch, and we'll have a hatch. Because that's what hatches hatch into. It's not a tiny picture of a natural gas geyser, and it freaks you freaks you out. Somebody put the egg in here. Come on. Priority 8. We want to put the egg in. There we go. There's the egg in. Oh, look, it's got like little air jets, so it like flies in midair. Oh my god, that's too cute. I wonder how long it'll have to stay in there before it hatches. That's really neat, though. Okay. What are they working on now? Oh, they're digging this out for me. Fine. Oh, look at all that water. There's a lot of fresh water there. Do I have a freshwater outlet? I don't remember if I ever made one. No, I didn't. Okay, let's put it up here. We'll go to... Oh, sorry. It should be in... Yeah, plumbing. Bottle emptier. This technically shouldn't work because the bottle's going to actually be in the ceiling, which makes no sense. Insufficient resource meal lice. So we're not making any more lice loaves, but we're at 107,000 kilocalories. We're finally in a place where we're not going to starve. We got ahead of the curve. Okay, let's... What else have we got here? Let's work on clothing, I guess, next. I don't have any reed fiber to work with, but we'll see what happens. Try to get an exosuit going. I want to go down and this is something else new down there. You can analyze the geysers now and see what the deal is there. Oh, there's more frost biome there, cold biome, whatever. I want them to mop all this up. I don't know how much they can actually mop up. This is pretty deep down here, but if I can get rid of all the extra stuff on the edges, then maybe it might actually... That when they spread this out at the bottom, it might be enough that that they can mop it. That would be good. This here I want to set for liquid clean water. The fact I got noticed by your fave YouTuber gives me like a heart attack. Well, thanks, Drago. I appreciate that you enjoy the channel and you like the videos and stuff. Don't set that bar too low, though. You know, it's just some dude on the internet playing video games. Build a 67 Chevy Camaro. I mean, I have a Camaro in the garage. I'm not sure what year it is. The last time I played Car Mechanic Simulator, it took a lot, but we tracked down a Viper that I had downloaded as a mod, so I really want to do that the next time. No electrolyzer challenge, only puffed algae. That would be interesting. Guys are next to cold biome. Excellent. Yeah, theoretically, you could use it for cooling, right? I don't know how well it works, but... You don't really need to cool a whole lot in this game, though. A lot of the... I mean, there's a lot of algae down here. A lot of the machinery has a very specific temperature output when you produce stuff. So, like, cooling the water almost becomes moot unless you're trying to use it for something else. Like, if you're going to have an open pool of water in your base, you obviously don't want it to be really hot water, but... Some dude. That's right, some old fart dude. It's me. I really want to know how long this is going to take to incubate and hatch. It doesn't even say, like... Primary element, genetic ooze. Oh, gross. It doesn't say how long it's going to take to hatch, though. No database entry available. Hatchling egg. Harlan Bell, $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. No message on it, though. That's surprising. But thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. It's enough of the old parts. In the gaming world, I've said it before, I'm like older than dirt. Oh, look, this is all dug out finally. Can I mop this? Is this shallow enough? No, it's not. Drat. Now, the only thing I can do is pump it out of there, but I'm really not inclined to do that because, frankly, I'm lazy and I don't want to. So instead, let's get a bottle emptier in here. Spin that around. This is going to be where we'll get rid of our stinky stuff. So we'll throw a door in here, a little block at the top. I'm going to put a deodorizer in here as well because it's going to create some polluted oxygen, and I want to be able to clean that up a little bit before it leaves here. You know what? This is all CO2 down here. I don't even need this door. Let's save that, and instead we'll just go this route. This will have to be higher, though. Or lower. No. Come on. Brain no work. I should be able to do this like that. Dig this out. Let's do priority 8 on this dig, though, so that they dig that out first before they trap themselves in there. That would be good. Is there any way, except for geysers, to produce water? Yeah, I mean, there's a variety of things. You could... The bathrooms, for example, produce an excess amount. There's not really a lot of ways to generate water. It was... When the game first came out last year, water was the limiting factor. It was pretty much the thing that was going to kill you because you had so many limited ways to produce it. There's not really a lot. You can, if you build toilets and stuff, they'll produce more water than they consume because there's the waste that's in it, and then you can clean that, and then you've got a water source. But outside of the geyser, there's nothing that really produces a good, large, consistent amount of water. Okay, so this little airlock here will work to keep the keep any polluted oxygen you produce in here, because the polluted oxygen will rise above the CO2, but it won't get to the point where it'll push down through here. So this will keep a little pocket of CO2 trapped in here, and that'll seal everything in for us. The puke method still work? Oh, yeah, that works too, I guess, technically, yeah. So if you stress them to the point where they're puking a lot, you can kind of collect it that way too. It's just really nasty. Like, you end up with puke all over your base. Now, the trouble with the puke method, though, is then you got food poisoning germs everywhere also. So now you're trying to deal with all that polluted water that's all chock full of germs that's coating your whole base. It's really not a good way to go. Like, that's... If you're going to go the puke method, that's pretty much going to kill off your colony. Let's set this up for liquid for polluted water. So that any polluted water will take and dump down there. That'll keep it out of the way. And then they'll finally clean up this bathroom and can stop producing polluted oxygen up here off the sinks. Still getting it in other places, but what are you going to do? I kind of feel like we should try to seal this compost into a separate room so we can just clean the air. Because once they clean up these polluted water bottles, and actually, you know what? Let's set this for high priority so that we're not leaving it laying around. Now we'll get rid of that. Did they dig over here yet? Ooh, they started. They started. Let's give this priority 7 so they can try to get through here. I want to get something on this crazy brain machine before we call it a night. Don't forget to get algae at the bottom of the stink pit before letting water dump. Oh, yeah. Oh, too late. That's alright. It's not that big a deal. It's only a tiny bit of algae there. Just a tiny bit. Air quality's been relatively decent, except all this polluted oxygen we have floating around here. That's not good. A little bit germy, but the germs for the food poisoning don't really seem to be a problem when they're airborne. It's really more when it's the slime lung. That stuff's just nasty. When is Fortnite? I'm going to be playing some Fortnite tomorrow night, probably 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out Discord. That's right. So if you guys do like to hang out and chat, there is a Discord server that we have set up. The link for it is in the description of all the videos and all the streams, so you can find it below this stream as well if you want to hang out and chat. I pop in there periodically to chat, and there's a number of the mods hang out in there. A bunch of other people. There's a couple different sections in there for, like, if you're looking for people to play games with, you can kind of go in and check that out. Or if you just want to hang out and chat, that's an option too. So keep that in mind if you're interested. Colony lacks farmer, seasoned farmers. I thought I had a farmer. Oh, no. That's what... Oh, okay. So I moved Kat down to the rancher, so I didn't move her into the farmer position. So until Patricia gets up to the farmhand, we're actually growing our bristle blossom a little bit slower than we would be, just because we don't have that all set up. Nice. This is just about done here. We'll do coal generator. We'll make that out of iron ore. This is going to produce a lot of CO2 down here, but I don't really care because it's kind of trapped away somewhere. It's not really an issue. And we're going to need some wiring. Ooh, I don't have heavy watt wire researched. That's a problem. Where is the heavy watt wire? That would be power regulation. Here it is. Advanced power regulation. Drat. Oh, we'll need a power control station to make that a room too. So I guess I have a little bit of work to do down here to set this up and make it into an actual power generation room. But set farm tiles on the left side. Did I forget to do that? I did. Thank you. You've probably been saying that for a while, and it just took me a long time to notice. Sorry about that. You should drain the clean water for the steam geyser into the cold biome and then pump it into your base. Yeah, the thing I find with that is that it doesn't cool it off enough in the cold biome. It ends up heating up the cold biome instead of getting colder. And the reality is there's actually not that many things you need to cool the water for, because if you pump it into an electrolyzer, for example, the output oxygen that comes out of the electrolyzer is always the same temperature regardless of the water that you pumped into it. So you're not really saving anything there necessarily. If you're using it in plants, I could see maybe that might become more of a challenge. You might want to cool that a little bit, because the stored water that's in the tile would be a bit of an issue. But I don't know. Is Fortnite going to be with subs? I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do subs tomorrow night or like squads or solos tomorrow night. I haven't really played Fortnite much at all yet this week. So I don't know. I have to decide. I'll still figure that. I might do a combination of the two. It'd be funny if they eat the eggs, it's still whole, and they just shove the whole thing in their mouth. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. This thing's still not hatched. I really want it to hatch. Specialist operator building. Hatchling egg. I don't know how many cycles it takes, though. I was really hoping we get to the point where we get the hatchling to hatch before we call it a night. The incubator has a percentage, but you hold the... Oh, does it? Which told you when the egg would hatch. Where is the percentage? Maybe I'm missing something. I mean, I see the temperature. Hatchling egg, unbreathable. No, it has temperatures and stuff. I don't... Oh, incubation, 30%. There we go. Duh. All right, so it takes a few cycles to hatch, I guess. I wonder if the hatchling will be smaller than the normal-sized hatchling. Or if they just come out fully grown. 10 cycles. Oh, man, we don't have time for that. It's going to take a while. Okay, so we have our germy water going down here. I'm kind of curious. Oh, yeah, there's lots of germs there. Oh, look at them all. 1.1 million germs and climbing. I was hoping the temperature down here would... Oops, somebody got hypothermia. Oh, no. Okay. Damn with the plan. You can't go in here. Let's make it so he can't go in. No, actually, we want him to be able to get out, but we don't want him to go in. So, Dan with the plan won't go in there now. He needs to warm up. We'll assign him this bed. Oh, he's already assigned. Good. Poor Dan. He's feeling a little sick. Just don't puke on the floor, Dan. Like, that's nasty. Poor little sick dude. Fully grown. There's no baby hatch yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't popped one out yet, so I was just curious. Oh, look, they laid more eggs. Or at least one more egg. I kind of want to cook an egg. I want to see what happens when we cook an egg. Let's go into food. We'll need an electric grill, I would imagine. Just connect that up there. See what kind of recipes we can make with this fancy egg. Is there any good way to decontaminate polluted water yet? Yeah, basically just heat it up. I was kind of hoping that the temperature down here in the space where I was dumping it would be hot, but it's only 34, 35 degrees. Where the space around it is 46, 47. So it might take a while for it to heat up. Another way that I found, though, is that if you go into a cold biome and you drip the water from high up in the cold biome and let it fall through to the cold biome, it'll freeze on the way down. And the frozen water that had germs in it is germ-free. So, and then I guess you could just haul the ice away or something. I don't know. I don't know how efficient that would be. But theoretically, you could do it. Oh, Jai. Yeah, sorry, I killed off Durgan. She died really early on. She sort of starved to death. It wasn't so much that I killed her as it was that she just refused to eat the food that I had because I may or may not have checked the box to tell her to eat it. Ooh, we ran out of fertilizer. Are we out of dirt? Raw mineral. Sandstone, granite. Oh, wait. Cultivatable soil. No, we have dirt. 96 tons of it. They just haven't been filling the stuff. It's funny. They all ran out of dirt at the same time. Make a cooking station and fry everything. Well, it's good for frying mush bars anyway. Oh, look, you can make an omelet. Frost buns, stuffed berries. I think the eggs are only useful in the omelet, but that's really funny. Pickled meal ice. Fluffed and folded egg innards. Ingredients: 1,000 grams of egg, I guess, and it produces 2,800 kilocalories. That's not so bad. Quality standard +2. That's pretty good. It's actually better than some of this other stuff. Let's try an egg omelet. We've got 3 eggs. Let's make 3 egg omelets. Whoa, what's going on? Who's suffocating? Why are you down there? Oh, he's bugged out. Run for it, buddy. Go get air. Oh, somebody else got hypothermia. Man, I don't have any... Stop suffocating. There we go. Okay, good. I don't have any sweaters to give them, so I can't keep them warm in the cold biome. They're going to have to just kind of like... Yeah, it is a sunny side up egg. It says it's an omelet, but it's a sunny side up in the picture. 39% on the incubated egg now. This thing's almost done. I need... Did I finish the research for the heavy watt wire? Not yet. So we'll have to send heavy watt wire out here. We'll send it through this little... through here. I've got water trapped up here for some reason. I don't know why. Let's get that out of there. Actually, I should run the wire through a hole in here and try to keep it down below so I don't get like a really killer negative decor effect. It's a good thing we have the bristle blossom because they're not really doing a good job of keeping on top of this. That's right. Stop suffocating. Breathe, duplicant. Breathe. Set high priority on the cooking station. Somebody go get the eggs. Let's make some omelets, or sunny side up omelets. I wonder if the other hatches will get upset if I steal the eggs. Oh, there they go. She took them. Washing the hands. Drop them off at the food station. Who's going to cook the omelets? I mean, it's going to be the standard animation, so it's really going to be kind of anticlimactic, but... Is it a hatch egg or an unhatched egg? Yeah, pretty much. Why are you guys hanging out in the cold? Just get out of there. You're not working. You're not really breathing too much. Just finish the work. Get out of there. Or you could leave without finishing the work. Yeah, that works too. Come on. We're so close to getting somebody on the neural vacillator too. Let's my urgency set at urgency 7. All right, urgency 8. Dig through there. I want somebody on that thing. Let's give somebody a new trait. Isn't it fertilizer now and not dirt? That's a good question. Growth halted fertilizer. No, it uses dirt as the fertilizer. 10 kilograms per cycle. I think it's just that it's urgency 6, and I have them doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I think if we set it at 7, it should get it to the point where they'll actually go refill it. It's probably kind of an important thing. We have a decent amount of kilocalories at 141,000, so it's really not a rush. But I think if it sits too long like that, the plants will die, and they got to replant them all. Didn't live long enough to eat an omelet du fromage. Well, I don't know that we have any cheese, unless they've been milking the hatches and I haven't been looking. I don't know. I hope not. I wonder who we should put in the little neural vacillator. Oh, that was short-lived. There's a lot of polluted oxygen up here. We could actually have a little breathable air in here. Tell me there's no germs in that. Alright, it's not bad. We're so close. Dig this up now. Come on. Now, when somebody uses 49%, we're almost halfway there on the egg hatching now. What are you going to do? You were running out of dirt because of mealwood taking dirt. Yeah, so we got sort of a double problem there. So mealwood takes dirt, and then if you're using it to make mush bars, I haven't been making mush bars. I've just been making lice loaf, which is good. It produces more kilocalories anyway. And then we have lots of dirt still. I have 98 tons of it, so we're not really running short of dirt. They just weren't putting it in there. Hypothermia. Everybody's getting sick. Got too many people coming down here. Colony requires med beds. Oh, I guess so. We actually need a little hospital, which I never quite got around to making. I really don't need this here right now. Let's deconstruct this. We'll make a little med bed, a little hospital in here. I'll have to deconstruct first. So we'll need a door. What do we need for the hospital again? So, med bay. Medical bay, toilet, mess table. Now, the nice thing is we can put a toilet in here and make it non-functional. Still satisfies the need without actually requiring any setup. This painting's got to go. We'll deconstruct that. This needs to go. Get rid of this painting too, I guess. Space cheese not included. The game needs some kind of weird space cow critter to get gross quasi-milk excretions from. Just go squeeze a puffed. Or like morb milk. Yeah, morb milk would be neat. Gross, but neat. The game needs beefalo. Okay, we'll throw a pneumatic door in here. Little airflow tile above that. I'm going to need to destroy another painting so we can make room. We're getting rid of all Durgan's artwork. Furniture. I'll throw a mess table in here. Because they need one. You know what? I actually don't want that close. Let's cancel that. Another med bed. Ooh, did I even need enough? I don't even know if I left enough space here. Plumbing. We can throw a lavatory here once that painting's destroyed, and then I should have room for a little mess table, and that will give us enough to make this a hospital. Fox, why isn't this Fortnite? Because I'm not playing Fortnite tonight? I don't know. Instantly offended. I don't know what you're talking about. Really OP animals only available randomly spawning as egg and relics. Quite ridiculous hatch requirements. Impossible to fail and kill an egg. Yeah, I mean, they could probably do all kinds of neat things with it. I wonder if it would become like needlessly complex, but you could do all kinds of really complex things with it, I suppose. Is my mom watching? Did she tell me the time? No, my mom's not watching. Hashtag one more spilled beverage. I spilled like half my bottle of water, too. Kind of stinks. All that wasted water. Oh, the punctuation makes all the difference in the world, Durgan. Yeah, actually, it is. We are at like quarter after 12. I'm gonna call it around for tonight. We'll come back and continue the colony. I'm gonna be away this weekend. But I should be back for Tuesday night, so we'll probably continue this colony Tuesday night. We can see our little morb hatch from our egg. We'll continue to build out our power system here so we can actually get some stable power in our colony. I mean, overall, aside from the 2 deaths early on, which were really unfortunate related to food, we did get restabilized. We have good oxygen supply. The colony's growing well. We're getting into all some of the new stuff to play around with, which is fun. Cooked eggs are just sitting on the floor. Are they really? They totally are. Probably because this isn't set to store them. It's not. You gotta reset it every time you do stuff. Good lord. We need to mop up the water here too. Yeah. So next time when we come back, we'll continue building out the colony and have a little bit more fun with some of the new stuff in there. I kind of want to play around a little bit more with catching different types of critters and seeing what we can do to try to hatch them and make our own little farm. We might even get to the point where our duplicants don't have to be vegetarians anymore. We can feast on some hatch meat. Make some barbecue and stuff. But we'll see. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, feel free to click on the subscribe button, and then I recommend hitting the little bell as well so you get notifications for videos and streams. Otherwise, they don't always happen. But I do appreciate everyone coming out. Thank you, everyone who's gave a super chat as well, and to our new sponsor, Zeverick Silver, who sponsored the channel tonight. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.